Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Mission Country on the Road. We are getting another week started off here. I'm sure everybody's coming on now, so we will keep it going. Just checking everything out, trying to do a few different things around here. Got me some coffee, can't wait to get into it, but I'll sing a little bit before I get going. Hope all of you had a great week, or weekend, I should say. Headed into a great week, and everything is going well for you. I am always excited to be here, and the little lady behind the scene, glad she's with us too. Yeah, I can see that. All right, well, I guess I'm about there. That old tractor still parked in the lane where it broke down. It's been 20 years since it's pulled the plow. I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. That rocking chair still sitting by the fireplace. It creaks when it rocks, and it needs a coat of paint. I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his, and what's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. Now his Bible's still open on the table by his bed. It's been way too long since it's been read, but I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. And I love that old six string that leans against the wall. It's covered up in dust, his old southern drawl. No, I ain't moving it, 'cause it was his. And what's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving it, it was his. When the family finally came to sort through all his things, well, they found the front door locked and chained. Someone called just let it ring. Then they heard this message saying, what's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving in. It was his. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved like a tree planted by the water. I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. I ain't moving it because it was his. Well, there we go. I'm gonna have to have a little coffee here, folks. Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, if you've got your phone in heaven coffee mug, you could be drinking coffee with me right now. That's pretty good, pretty good. Get me moving here. A little rusty, broken tip. Hold it tight, son, so the handle don't slip. Pay attention when you read it. I can promise you that you're gonna need it. Though he left us, he's never really gone. It all adds up to what you can count on. Maybe old, but it sure ain't out of style. Every time I read it, I get him back for a little while. A little rusty, broken tip. Hold it tight, son, so the handle don't slip. Close it up right when you're through with it. He was always saying things like that. Though it's just an old timer, it ain't worth much, but I wouldn't trade it for a brand new bug. It's old and it's so out of style. Every time I hold it, I get him back for a little while. It's more than just a memory. It's a pocket full of love. Reflections of the man that he was. And moments of forever I'm holding right here in my hand. Lord, it makes me smile. Every time I hold it, I get him back for a little while. Tattered edge, missing pages. Hold it tight, son, it's the rock of ages. Pay attention when you read it. I can promise you, you're gonna need it. Though he left us, he's never really gone. It all adds adds up to what you can count on. May be old, but it sure ain't out of style. Every time I read it, I get him back for a little while. It's more than just a memory. It's a letter full of love, reflections of the treasures yet to come, and moments of forever I'm holding right here in my hand. Lord, it makes me smile. Every time I read it, I get him back for a little while. Oh, son, you better read it. He's coming back in a little while. He's coming back in a little while. I get the verses straightened out. I'm kind of operating at my own speed tonight, you may have noticed. I'm gonna be all right getting up this coffee in me here. Well, as I journey through the land, singing as I go, pointing souls to Calvary, to the crimson flow. Many arrows pierce my soul from without within, but my Lord goes ahead, through him I can win. Oh, I want to see him, look upon his face, there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. When in service for my Lord, dark may be the night, but I'll cling more close to him, he will give me light. Satan snares me, vex my soul, turn my thoughts aside, but my Lord goes ahead and leads whatever tide. And oh, I want to see him, look upon his face, there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. Oh, I want to see him, look upon his face, there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. With my cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. Yeah, I threw that one in there, a little chorus. It was on my mind while I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. I just want to drink coffee right now, really. How you doing over there, miss? You doing good? All right, just checking on you. I was wrong about the whiskey, wrong about the drugs, wrong when I told Mama her prayers wouldn't do no good. I grew up like most other guys, so I don't know when it started and I don't know why it's so hard for me to admit when I'm wrong. I started farming where the wild oats grow. Mama called, said she's praying, thought I should know. Her prayers get answered, But I gave her that same old nothing's wrong. But the hell inside me just got hotter, and somewhere between the powder and the bottle, I found out what I never knew I didn't know. And I was wrong about the whiskey, wrong about the drugs. I was wrong when I told Mama that her prayers wouldn't do no good. Wrong about forgiveness, oh, and being too far gone. So here's the best 5 words in this song. It's good to be wrong. Thank God I was wrong about the whiskey. I was wrong about the drugs. I was wrong when I told Mama that her prayers wouldn't do no good. Wrong about forgiveness, oh, and being too far gone. So here's the best 5 words in this song. It's good to be wrong. Sometimes it's good to be wrong. And I guess I should know, 'cause I'm the very best at reaping what you sow. I thought it was curtains for me, playing the part in a loser's dream, till a prayer turned faith back on. Now it's good to be wrong. Thank God I was wrong about the whiskey. I was wrong about the drugs. I was wrong when I told Mama that her prayers wouldn't do no good. Wrong about forgiveness, oh, and being too far gone. So here's the best 5 words in this song. It's good to be wrong. Yeah, it's good to be wrong. Now that's right. Yeah. I wrote a song one time. It's on, I think, the new Vintage CD that writes what's wrong with me. And my daddy, he said, I love that song. He said, I've always been right. And of course, if you had to know Dad to understand his sense of humor, but I don't know, sometimes it's humor. I think he really believes it. Oh, Dad'll be turning 87 this year, is that right? Does that sound right? 36?
I think so.
He was born in 36, so. I think it's 87. He'll be 87 this year. I went over to see him. Tish and I went to visit, and he talked a little bit, and he said, I need you to build me a shelf. And I went in his room, and you just have to see it. He's got a lot of stuff in there. He's got his treadmill, he's got his table, he's got his light over the bed, and he's got his magnifying glass so he can read the Bible, and big TV where he can watch, he loves to watch those Sawmill shows on YouTube. And I was looking around and I was thinking, wonder what it is that he needs a shelf for, other than maybe getting some of this stuff off of the floor. And I noticed he loves those peppermint, those little individually wrapped peppermints. And when he says he likes something, then of course the grandkids and kids and people get him those things for Christmas and his birthday. And I noticed over there in one pile he had been saving all of those tubs, empty tubs. And so I don't know what he's going to put on there, but I made him a shelf, and we went over and hung it up for him. And so it was just about 8 foot long. So I'm anxious to see what he puts on that shelf. This song is kind of mentions him. He used to play music when he was young, and after I was born, he was still playing in some of the bars, and so this song will always have a special place in my heart because it's really a testimony song of his life and where I come in on the sing. It's called Hearts That Cheat No More. Dad was playing the bars when I was born, so I was raised on country songs. If drinking didn't kill me, the memories would, from Haggard all the way to Jones. I was a branded man till I altered my plan, joined the staff of the great physician. I got a shot of good news. Those with the blues, I'm on a country music mission. I'm just a writer of songs, righting some wrongs in the music that had me bound, removing the burn from the things that I learned while my heroes were getting down, down, down. Songs about life and the choices we make that help us all get to it. Don't be alarmed if I'm down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Now I've already lost some Christian friends by hanging with the rowdy crowd, but while they're warming the pews with the chosen few, I'm putting hellfires out. Just inside those old swinging doors, I got a voice, I'm gonna use it. So let me lead me, I got folks who need me singing the hell out of country music. I'm just a writer of songs, righting some wrongs in the music that had me bound, removing the burn from the things that I learned while my heroes were getting down, down, down. Songs about life and the choices we make that help us all get through it. So don't be alarmed, I'm just down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Now somewhere in country music heaven, all my heroes are singing along, and I can almost see the possum grin while he listens to the words of this song. 'Cause they're words about life and the choices we make that help us all get through it. So don't be alarmed, I'm just down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Love me, leave me, I got folks who need me singing the hell out of country music. Yeah, singing the hell out of country music. Little pun on words there, little you figure it out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, you've got your list of rights and wrongs, things you do and things you don't. And if you make a passing grade, you feel safe. But if this feeling comes from what you've done, tell you where it doesn't come from, but I hope he comes back on one of your good days for your sake. I guess I got the wrong kind of grace. I believe the debt was fully paid, and it's not performance-based, I'm happy to say. When you think it's something you don't deserve, you'll start leaning on those righteous works, and it's sin like it's some game. Yes, I got the wrong kind of grace. So don't call me no sinner saved by grace, some old beggar who's now in the race. That sounds like someone unworthy, barely hanging on. 'Cause if I could lose what Calvary gained, have to believe the debt wasn't paid. God don't leave loose ends or do things halfway. I guess I got the wrong kind of grace. I believe the debt was fully paid, and it's not performance-based, I'm happy to say. When you think it's something you don't deserve, you'll start leaning on those righteous works, and it's sin like it's some game. Yes, I got the wrong kind of grace. Saved by grace through faith in what he has done. All my sins and iniquities, he doesn't remember even one. He didn't put my name somewhere it could be erased. And when it comes to sin, he's got it covered. Yes, I got the wrong kind of grace. I guess I got the wrong kind of grace. I believe the debt was fully paid, and it's not performance-based. Oh, I'm happy to say. Jesus loves me. He loves me still. Though I'm very weak and sometimes ill, and if I love him, when I die, he will take me to his home on high. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Jesus loves me, and he will stay close beside me all the way. And if I love him, when I die, he will take me to his home on high. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Just kind of felt like singing that, and I think I got some of the words right. I remember I was shocked years ago when just a teenager going to church, and we had a choir, and they had asked me to, I don't know if I did the part on this, maybe I did, I can't remember now, but it was the first time I knew that old song we sing in Sunday school had some verses to it. And so it's got 2 or 3 verses, and I can't remember all of them, but just felt like singing it. Maybe it'll bring back some Sunday school memories. Now's a good time to hold up the Mission Country Seed Pack. Hey folks, you can get all 8 of my CDs for just $90, plus shipping and handling. And there's 96 songs on those 8 CDs. And we encourage you to take a look at it. You go to MikeManuel.com and see if there's something you might like to have. So many people love the song, If There's a Phone in Heaven. And so I guess I will do it tonight. I usually do it. And I want you to know that we have t-shirts and like the coffee mug that I'm drinking from tonight. These are little items that you can purchase from our online store at MikeManuel.com. They help us do what we're doing, and we're thankful for all of you that make it possible. So many of you on Facebook give stars, and you give, you're part of the Facebook fan subscribers. You're one of those, and you can sign up on that. You might want to check that out. That's under just about any video. And it's simply where you commit to $4.99 plus change once a month. Facebook processes your card and bills you the $5 a month, and it helps us. It's not very much, but it helps us when enough people do it, and we appreciate all of our subscribers. Thank you so much for helping us. It's went down a little bit over the last few months, but that's the good thing, I guess, about it. If you get to where you can't do it, you're not under no contract. It'll just stop, and you can start back when you want to. But we encourage you to check that out. A lot of people, I remember when we first started doing this online stuff, doing Mission Country on the Road, probably 6 or 7 years ago, people started wanting to know how they could help us. They seen what we were trying to do it, knew what our heart was, and we just want to encourage people. And so people would ask what they could do, and this came up about that time, and a lot of people kind of jumped on there and helped us, and we appreciate that. You can make a one-time donation if you'd like to help us in any way. We're not like those old religious radio preachers that used to come on every week and said, "Beloved, if we don't get some money in here, we're going off the air." Well, that's not the case here. We're going to keep doing it. So that's not the case. It's just if you'd like to sow into what we're doing, then we would certainly appreciate it. If you can, no obligation, but you can go to MikeManuel.com, our website, and hit the donate button and donate any size amount that you'd like to donate. And if you would like to make that a revolving once a month thing, you can do that. So there's just a lot of ways that you can give if you want to. Well, let me do this song for Michelle Nutting. I seen her on there. She's asking for this song. a daddy version. I'll see what I can do. It's hard sometimes to do it all the way through, but I'll give it a try. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I did not call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Daddy, and I know he's there with you. If there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus put me through and give me one more chance to tell him that I love him. Oh, let me hear his sweet voice one more time, for I want him to know how much I'm thinking of him. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my daddy on the line. All those things I should have told him while I still had the chance. But one day, Lord, you took him without warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if you've got a phone there in heaven, let my daddy talk to me and give me one more chance to tell him how much I love him. Oh, let me hear his sweet voice one more time, for I want him to know how much I'm thinking of him. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my daddy on the line. If there's a phone up in heaven, put my daddy on the line. Put daddy on the line. There for Michelle. Hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you guys that want to hear the mama part, that you won't be discouraged tonight. But anyway, there's so many folks that we've lost, and we just want to keep their memory going. And the way we do that is have good memories and keep them in our thoughts and our minds. So anyway, how we doing? Let's see here. Hello, Terry Linder. Good to see you. Teresa Lopez. Of course, Michelle, I mentioned you. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. All right. Terry Cowick. Christine James. Oh, let's see here. Julie Bonner, Wanda, Lily, Shirley Godfrey, Michael Bentley, Ann, Roxanne Kinney, Drew, Lily. All right, I was able to see a few names. Lori and Cindy, Crystal, Edwin, Teresa Lopez, Joy Winslow, on and on and on. All right, well, it's about time to give that CD away. We do that every show night, and so we're going to do it again for you tonight. So would you help me congratulate tonight's winner, Michaela Morales. Michaela Morales is tonight's winner. Michaela, you have won, and so we ask you to just private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. We'll have all we need to send you the CD that you've won. Michaela Morales, congratulations to you. You are the winner. Thank you so much. I just got a request for versions of Jesus from Katrina. And I've been thinking about singing that song here right along. So we're in tune tonight, Katrina. I don't know what song we're singing, but we're in tune. I don't like some versions of Jesus, only the ones where he redeems us. I don't have time to be filling up my mind with words of fear that make me walk some line. What kind of God would give you grace to fail and cast you down into some devil's hell? Now that old-time religion needs a brand new look at love. The gift he gave will always be enough. Everybody's got their own brand. Oh, and I'll agree to disagree with most of them. I have his grace because he thought I was worth dying for. The hard life is gone and now I rest. That's the version of Jesus I like best. Well, his yoke was always easy and the burden light. If you believed in him, you'd never die. Now that earth suit that you're wearing, it ain't even in the fight. The real you is that spirit inside. Everybody's got their own brand. Oh, and I'll agree to disagree with most of them. I have his grace because he thought I was worth dying for. The hard life is gone and now I rest. That's the version of Jesus I like best. I don't like some versions of Jesus, only the ones where he redeems us. All right, well, that wraps up another show tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. And don't forget to go by the website and do a little shopping around. People are starting to order to kind of get the new year going. You be one of them. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow night.